Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel and this update for Level Up. Today we have exciting news, and you will already have seen this in the title, but I am leveling up to level 6 because I have met my goals for level 5. I have been working on my Revolution Mesmerize palette. This is how it looked last time, and I needed 3 more pans, and I really wanted to hone in on this palette and really, get those pans, use those. I think there were 3 shades that I needed to use a couple of times more, and I did. So this is how it looks like today. Look at that. We have some more pans. Let's go through the usage. The first shade I have used twice more, even though I really didn't need to because I had used it 21 times and I had a big pan on it. But I used it twice more because it's a good lid setting shade. Then we have the second shade. I have used this 3 more times. This was one of the contenders for hitting pan in, but now I have a nice dip, so it will be easy to hit pan in another project at some point. I have used it 3 more times for a total of 14 times. Moving on to this shade, this was harder to use than I thought. So these two are kind of mid-toned gold shades, I would say, and they're not the prettiest, but I did use this the 1 more time I needed to get to 5 uses. If you haven't been here before, I haven't really said anything about the project, but I have randomized this palette, or actually 4 palettes that I chose from, and I want to, for level 5, hit 5 pans and use all of the shades 5 times, and then I'm going to level up to level 6. Most people go down to level 1, but I will move on and go to level 6, where I have to hit 6 pans and use all of the shades 6 times in a palette that I choose at the end of this video. So I have used this 5 times. This 4th shade here I have used 3 more times for a total of 12 times. And you can see that little pan showing there. And yeah, I really like this shade. I think it was it's a pretty good everyday palette, I would say. And almost all of the shades are, I'm good to go with them, except for these 2 or these 3. But at least this is a true gold and like with shimmers and stuff in it. So it's not, I almost think it's harder to use these 2 because I don't get anything from them except the color. Here at least I get sparkles and I can use it as a liner or something, but yeah, anyway, we're not there yet. But I have the extra pan here. Then this one I continued to use twice more for a total of 16 uses. And I knew from the beginning I wouldn't hit pan on it, but I really, really do like it. And I have the slightest dip showing. Maybe you can see the imprint is kind of wearing off in the middle here. I don't know if you can see that, but in real life, I can definitely see it. I can see brush strokes and I can see, the tiniest bit of a dip maybe, or flattening of that imprint. So I knew I wouldn't hit pan on it, but I'm surprised that after 16 uses I don't have more to show for it. Let's move on. We have this shade here. I haven't used it at all, but I had already used it 7 times to hit my goal. This one I haven't used either, for a total of 9 times. This one I had already used 5 times, so I didn't use it anymore. Then this gold shade, the notorious gold that is always hard to pan for me. I have used it 1 additional time for a total of 5 uses, which I needed to complete the goal. And then this one I hit pan on this month. I used it in my brows, and I only had to use it 3 more times to hit pan on it after 19 uses. This one I hit pan on last time, but I did use it 1 additional time for a total of 23 uses in this project. Shade number 12 I used twice more for a total of 7 times. This one I used 6 additional times for a total of 17 uses. And as you can see, I have a pan in here as well. This little pan in the upper corner here, it was here before I started this project, so it doesn't count toward the 5 new pans that I needed to hit. But I have continued to use this 1 additional time this month for a total of 7 uses in this project. This last shade, I haven't used it all this month, but I had used it 9 times as of the last update. So I didn't really need to use it again. And so I didn't. We do have the slightest dip there. And I'm kind of disappointed with myself, I would say, because I didn't use this at all as a shade, really. I think I only used it on my lashes to darken them, but there's a lot of shimmer in here, and I would like to see if it actually shows on the lids. That would be such a cool thing. Like, I should do it, but I just didn't do it. And now I've started working as well, so I don't know if I will have the opportunity to wear this. We'll see. I don't think I will do it this year. Maybe. We'll see. But that means that I have completed level 5 and we are leveling up. We are leveling up to level 6, which I've never done before. I've always started over like everybody else. But yeah, I'm going to level 6 and I am so excited. So let's take the spin the wheel app and randomize 4 palettes. Maybe I should have upped the lighting on my cell phone, but I hope you can see this anyway. So the first palette is the iconic London Day to Slay. I can't choose that palette because it has pan in every single shade. So we're going to spin another one, or randomize another one. We have the Makeup Revolution Mesmerize. Okay, so I have said that if I randomize a palette that I have already had in this project this year, I can choose from it, but I will roll an additional palette so that I have more to choose from. So I can choose between 5 today. Ooh, the Ucumbe Spotlight. That's a big one. Okay, the next one is the Tarte Clay Play. Okay. I could also choose the Elf Very Bad. It only has 4 shades, so it's not eligible for level 6. The Oden's Ivory Dundee palette. It has 6 shades, but I have a pan in there already, so I can't hit 6 pans, which, you know, is why I can't choose that one. So I have to randomize yet again. And this time we have the Essence Witch Side. That one I could do maybe. And then, do we have 4 now? So this might be the last one I get to choose from. The Catrice Superbia Volume 1 Warm Copper. I think I had it for level 2 or 3 the first time I did this project. Was it last year? It might have been last year this project started, actually. Okay, so I'm back with the palettes, and of course I can choose the Mesmerize palette because it was drawn again. I don't think I want to continue to work on this, even if it's a really nice palette. I have so many palettes that I want to work on, and I want to see more progress in more palettes. Also, like I said, this I have already used 16 times and I can barely see a dent. I can see a little bit of a dent, but not much. And I don't think I want to work on most of these shades to hit pan on right now. I mean, I could hit pan on this one for sure. This one I could use on my nails or something, but you know, I don't think I could find 6 shades that I would want to work on until I hit pan, and you know, just I don't think I want to do this again right now. Then we have the Spotlight palette from Ucumbe, and it looks like this. It's a big one. It's a big one. To try to use all of these shades 6 times each, that's a big task. It would be a fun task to reach for all of the shades, but 6 times and hit pan on 6 shadows, I don't think I'm quite there yet. Like, I would like to bring this into some project because it is getting fairly old and I haven't gotten enough use out of this at all. And I don't think I've even done a No Pen Left Behind on it yet. But yeah, I do like how it looks. I would like to work on it. I mean, I don't think it's too hard to find 6 shades to hit pan on. It's the No Pan Left Behind ×6 that scares me with this. Let's move on and look at the other palettes. We have Witch Side from Essence, and some of these shades are gorgeous. I have had it in for this project as well, I think the first year, and I do like it. It is quite neutral, but it does have like a mauve shade here, and it's of course the season for it, so maybe this would be a contender. I would love to work on this until hitting pan. It's a really, really nice mauve shade, and this one I don't think will be too hard. I think I could maybe hit pan on, well, I do have some shimmers here like this one. Could I hit pan in 6 shades in here? That's my concern. I definitely have 2 things I could hit pan on, and the other ones, I don't think the mattes were too hard to hit pan on. From what I remember, it was quite some time since I actually used it, but maybe this one. Then we could choose the Tarte Clay Play palette. I already have this in for 50 Shades of Brown, so I want to hit pan on this one, which means we have these 6 shades and 3 bronzer shades. I don't want to. It's just mattes, and I'm not interested. So not that one. Then we have the Catrice one. This has 10 shades, I think. Yeah, 10 shades. And I have 7 shades without pan in them. So I do have a few pans, and I have a few dips as well. So maybe this one would be doable, like before the end of the year. But these are pretty deep shadows, so I'm not sure that it will be so easy. Well, it doesn't have to be easy, but you know, it can be challenging if it's fun, if it's a color story you really want to work on, you know? Okay, so the only thing that would give me a little bit more color than, you know, working with this one, because this is very neutral, this one is neutral, and this one is neutral as well. If I want just a little bit of color, I should go into this one, I think. And you can see the packaging is like magical. And so you do have a few different shades. You have a blue, a red, you have some pinks, mauve shades, and of course the neutral side as well. So I think I could use this pretty much. The question is, I think it was easy to hit pan though, so maybe it would be a good like strategy to go for that one, because this one is just too big. Even though yeah, like I said, I would love to work on this one, but I think this one I could do until the end of the year, so that I could actually have finished level 6 and maybe go on to level 10. I heard that another girl is doing that, so let me know if you would like me to go to level 10 or restart next year. But yeah, I think I will go for level 6 with this one. I also think that this could be a pretty good companion palette, because it has so many different shades. So even though I wouldn't always want to go for this palette, I do think it gives me a good variation of mattes, and that's good for my Panda palette, which is only shimmers, kind of. So yeah, I think I'm choosing this one. It's like either this or this, which is very neutral. And I think I could have some fun with this one as well. But I just did kind of a similar color story as this one. So I think I should move on and do something a little bit more out there and choose this one. I hope you're excited. I'm excited. I haven't used it for a long time, and I really enjoyed it when I did. So here we go, level 6. I hope you enjoyed this video, and that'll see you in the next one. Have a great evening. Bye.